Hi everybody, this is Avery Heaney TV. Today, I will be reviewing Superman the Ride, an Intamin mega coaster located at Six Flags New England. Superman the Ride is one of my all-time favorite roller coasters I've ever ridden. This ride also made it to my top 10 list as well. Superman the Ride has won first place as one of the best steel coasters in the world by Golden Tickets. It has won for 5 years. And 1 year remaining when it was a makeover of Bizarro. So, I'm going to explain about the ride stats, my overall ride experience, and also the restraints. So let's get this started. In the beginning of the ride, you will be going up 208 feet, then plummeting down 70 degrees at 221 feet, reaching speeds at approximately 77 miles per hour. This drop is huge. But the reason why the drop is huge is because you're going in an underground tunnel. After the underground tunnel, you will be receiving an airtime moment, followed by an overbank turn with cardboard buildings. After that, you will be receiving 2 airtime hills, which features a photo booth that can take your picture, followed by shields with mist. After that, you will be going through 2 spaghetti bowl sections, followed by a second underground tunnel. After the tunnel, you will be receiving 3 more airtime hills, which are either bunny slopes or camel humps, followed by a right turn back into the station. Now you're going to hear my ride experience of Superman. This is one of the best coasters I have ever ridden. One of my reasons is how long the ride is. The track length is 5,400 feet, with a duration of 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Wow, that is actually pretty long for a roller coaster. I also find this ride very smooth, despite there are some slight rattles on this ride. The spots where I've noticed some rattles is the drop and the spaghetti bowl sections. However, the rattles in my opinion does not ruin the ride experience for me at all. What else I enjoy about this ride is the speed. Even though this ride goes 77 miles per hour, Superman does a very good job maintaining its speed. I don't really find this ride sluggish at all. However, I did feel it to be a little bit slower than usual on some previous rides, but it's probably because of the cold temperature. Colder temperature can slow down certain attractions. Another thing I really enjoy about this ride is the layout. I think this layout is one of the best I have ever seen on any roller coaster. This ride features some mixtures of floater and ejector airtime moments, which is fantastic for this ride. This layout is also cool by having 2 underground tunnels and how long the track length is. What's really cool about the layout is if you ride Scream, you can literally see the whole layout, if you're lucky, because it's so long. That's why it's so cool in my opinion. Another thing that really impressed me about Superman is the theming. For Six Flags, I think they did a fantastic job theming this attraction. Superman's theming features signs in the line queue that shows Superman's features and also the supervillains such as Bizarro, Doomsday, Darkseid, Lex Luthor, etc. I find that a really cool feature because you can see signs as you're in the line queue before riding Superman. The station is really cool for theming, and what else is really cool is as you enter the ride, it shows the ride statistics, and it even shows the years of when Superman became the best steel coaster in the world by Golden Tickets. What else is really cool about this attraction is they also did a very good job with coloring the trains and the track as well. And what else is really cool about the theming is it even shows some signs as you're riding the ride or even when you get off the ride. There's a sign that says, like as the ride ends, it says, Superman defeat Bizarro, Daily Planet. And it even shows the same sign as you exit Superman as well, like after the picture, which is really cool. What else really impressed me about the theming is the van that says Daily Planet on it. That's what I think is really cool. What else is really cool about the theming is on the second tunnel, it says, just for creations, it says, danger, tunnel closed when light is flashing. In my opinion, that's a really cool feature to this ride. One thing I would like to point out is this ride makes fantastic night rides. Out of all my night rides on Superman, all of the night rides I've had are just so intense. The best ride I've ever had on Superman was actually at night, which was September 2nd, 2017. I was in the blue train, and I was in the front row as well. I haven't been in the front row at night since 2012 National Coaster Day until September 2nd, when I was granted permission to ride it at night in the front. After that ride I had, I was just very speechless, and this ride was so intense that it made my eyes water like crazy. And this was no joke. I was not stapled at all on this ride. The airtime was very forceful, and just the overall ride experience on that day was just very forceful. And it just blew me away. I don't know if it's just me, but do I find night rides faster than in the day? I think it's true, but I don't know, because that's just me. One other thing that really impressed me about my ride experience on Superman has to be the views. As you're approaching the lift, you get a great view of the Connecticut River and most of the park at Six Flags New England. You can see the whole entire ride of Mind Eraser, Batman, even Hurricane Harbor, and even some parts of the park as well, which really amazes me. For this attraction, it has a downside. The downside I have for this attraction are the restraints. They are absolutely horrible. Ever since the incident in 2004, when a person died, 4 years later, the state of Massachusetts and Intamin had to ban the T-bar restraints. And that's why they have those sucky restraints. They are thigh killers. They're like literally the worst restraints I've ever experienced. Usually when I get stapled, my thighs hurt and my legs hurt for about a good, maybe 2 hours or so, because they're that bad. A lot of people just hate the restraints so much that they claim Superman is overrated. Well, here's my full opinion. Despite the fact the restraint sucks, I think Superman is an underrated roller coaster, even with the bad restraints. It still has the amount of airtime you can get on this roller coaster, and it's still a fantastic steel coaster in my opinion. So, really, that's my really downside of this ride. The only downside I have for this attraction is the lap bars. That's all I can really say. I think they suck, but you gotta deal with them for a while. But I really wish they did something different with their lap bars. So at the end of the 2008 season, the state of Massachusetts and Intamin had to ban the T-bar restraints due to the death in 2004. So in 2009, when they were forced to get the bad restraints, they decided to do something different. They kept the track layout the same, however, they did something different with their color scheme. They changed it purple and blue, and they added fire, and they also added audio, and rethemed this attraction as Bizarro, Superman's arch nemesis. When I went on this as Bizarro, I was very impressed with their effects, despite the fact I hated the lap bars. However, in 2010, when they took away the fire due to budget cuts, and in 2011 when they added different audio, the ride just went downhill. It was not the same, and the ride just kept on getting rougher and rougher. So in 2016, when they added virtual reality, I thought the virtual reality was trash, but it was a good thing they changed it back to Superman, so I think they improved on the smoothness. That's what really impressed me. However, I didn't think the virtual reality was very good. To end this video, overall, I think Superman is a fantastic roller coaster, despite the fact the lap bars are terrible. I can go on Superman pretty much any day. I like the front and the back, but if I had the choice for my seat, I prefer the front, because the front is just very intense. So, I have a trick for you guys. If you guys hate the lap bar so much, like me, I have a tip for you guys. To not get stapled, the trick is to raise your heels about halfway, but not all the way up where the employees could realize you're raising your heels. Raise them at a good amount where they won't notice you're raising your heels. That way, when they put the lap bar on, you'll feel loose and it won't hurt so bad. And when that happened, when I did that trick, I got so much ejected air time. I can't even count how many I had. That was just a really good ride I had too. So, that ends my Superman review. I didn't expect this video to be this long, but I'll try to make more coaster reviews as soon as I can. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please comment and subscribe below. And as always, peace out.